will Matt D'Angelo and his dance partner Flavia please take to the floor?
Can't keep his mind on nothing else. He'd trade the world for the good thing he's found. If she is bad, he can't see it. She can do no wrong. Turn his back on his best friend if he puts her down. When a man loves a woman, I give you everything I got. Trying to hold on to your precious love. Baby, baby, please don't treat me bad. When a man loves a woman, I know exactly how he feels. 'Cause baby, I'm a man.
Wonderful. Oh, Flavia, what are you doing to this young man? What are you doing? I tell you, the improvement every week is going up. Craig, what did you think?
Altogether, I thought it was very beautiful, actually, and I particularly like the fact that you put a little ronde in there, because that's quite difficult because you're on one foot and it's a balance thing, and you do that beautifully. The only thing that I could say possibly about it is because the Viennese Waltz has a slight rise and fall. Just when you're falling, it just got a little bit lumpy, but tiny bit.
You're just being picky, Craig.
I am
which isn't like you at all.
I understand
To
that.
be picky, I know what you mean. Arlene.
I was a little bit worried about that. You looked a little bit like vacant. Were you thinking about what came next?
I think when you're dancing, you're always thinking about what's coming next, really, aren't you? But
Yes.
but not, I don't mean that disrespectfully.
No.
I don't mean that this. I mean just generally, it's because the steps are so similar. You need to kind of remember where you're changing.
The Viennese Waltz sort of should bubble like a glass of champagne, and that felt like a little bit corked or flat. Just wasn't there for me.
Coming from you, that hurts.
Arlene, how could you do it to this young man?
It wasn't for me. It wasn't his best.
No, well, OK, Len, what did you think?
Well, you know, I've got to say, it's a really tough dance, Matt, for a kick-off, and you coped quite well. It wasn't as good as some of your dances you've done in the past. For me, your head was a little bit stiff. You didn't do the fleckle. You cheated and just did a standing spin. So it was OK, it was all right. But what you just said, it surprises me, because if you're thinking about what's coming next, you're not thinking about what you're doing at that moment, and that's what you have to do. You have to focus on what you're doing at that moment. Once you start thinking, what am I going to do in a minute, you're not performing what you're doing at that time, right? So try to nail the routine so that it just comes naturally and you can just work on what you're doing at that moment.
I'll take that on board, thank you. Cheers.
That's a good point, Bruno.
Well, it is very, very hard, but you two do have a very angelic quality that comes across when you get it right. Obviously, there were a few mistakes. This is very, very hard.
Yeah,
we are
very
halfway
nice.
through, but I think you two have incredible potential. Just a little blip.
So do I. And we all think that.
Yes,
By the way, Flavia, Jimmy Tarver sends his love to
lovely.
you.
Mwah.
He's got a message here, and he's so glad you're doing the best you can with Matt. Please.
Oh, how sweet.
And I told him not to phone you, as you might break down.
Oh, he should.
OK. But anyway, we
Thank
thought
you.
it was wonderful, as always. You are great. Come on, off you go. Is this going to be match finish? I won't wait for the laugh. Over to you, Tess.
My favourite. Now then, he's such a little love. He's always so nervous, aren't you, backstage? So relieved when you've done it. Now, you must be a little bit disappointed, obviously, with those judges' comments.
No, not at all. I was kind of expecting it. I found this dance really,
Yeah,
really
this is the
difficult to
hardest
learn.
one we've
I'm not
found
gonna lie
so
about
far.
it. And you can't find, you can't be good at everything. And I think we've had a good run of dances, and we got some good marks before, so we were expecting a little bit of a...
It's not been your favourite dance,
It
has
was
it?
fair comments as well, so...
And you've actually trained harder. You've trained more than any other couple this week.
because it was
We
so
then said
hard
nail
this week.
the routine, but you have trained longer and harder than anyone else, so you have tried.
Tried. We gave it a go.
And your mum is watching, so I hope you made her proud. Is he a good
so.
pupil, Flavia?
Depends what mood he's in, but generally, yes.
Oh, need to concentrate more. Let's talk in class.
Let's talk, yeah.
Your sister said you two should go out.
That's my sister.
Sorry, I'm just stirring. Scores, please.
The judges have their scores. Craig Revel-Horwood,
It was great. 8.
Arlene Phillips,
I didn't mean to hurt you. 6.
Len Goodman,
7.
and Bruno Tognoli.
Angelic, 8.
Bit of discrepancy there amongst the judges. Arlene, I think that hurt him.
That did.